was going to say, this looks like an accident waiting to happen. Can't do it from the other side where it's flat.
I could do, but I didn't want to drill the desk. So, I don't know, always better when you're not being watched.
There's some torque on that though.
It's only...
That'll be holding the desk.
Ignore that.
Ta-da. Just a bit of a dent out the table. It flew apart. Just doing a bit of sweeping with this on the drying floor in here, just to agitate some of the dust that's stuck in. Yeah, bits of soil stuck in the floor. That's all done in there now. I'm just going to brush this chip off the yard before it washes down the grid next time it rains. Load of maize gluten going out as well. You lying down on the job again, eh?
Yeah.
He loves a bit of cable laying. John's been chipping and Andrew is out hedge cutting, and Rob's been doing a bit of boiler maintenance, and then he's going to try and sort that mower out with the wire wrap round it. I've just been doing stuff in the office with Wendy because I've obviously not been there for 3 weeks. She only does Thursday, Friday, and then the last 2 blocks of Thursday, Friday I've not been here. So loads. We'd lie down now. This is the barley behind the yard where we put some of the soil in, but over there it got a little bit wet as we were finishing off. We couldn't quite drill it, but I think we can now. It's dry again, but this is perfect. Just hope we don't get any flooding. Just looking at this, Nick's got hired it off James from Surf and Turn. It's a shredder, and as fast as he feeds it, crushing that concrete, turn it into MOT. He's loading it with like a 20-ton digger. There's a pretty big bucket on it. Just 2 rotating shafts inside. Andrew was on a week headland last, so where we had the sunflowers at Halewood, so he's just got to clean the drill out, put a little bit of barley in to sort that out, and put that wheel back on as well. That's Rob changed the bearings on the hub yesterday. I think the old drill used to have a bleeper do it when it did that, you know, like a forklift backing up. This one doesn't. Pretty certain it did. I got some wire stuck in this, didn't I? I think it was before the open night. Anyway, proper wound it in, and Oscar cut it off thinking it'd turn out. Well, it didn't. It turned into the bearing and made a nice coil spring.
Made some earrings.
Pat Butcher earrings, Peyton Gold. So we've had to take the shaft out and change the bearing in the end because it'd gone inside the bearing and knackered it. Anyway, it's going back together now, but it's damaged this end flail, so we're just trying to find a spare. We thought we had one somewhere, or we'll at least put an old one on for now so it balances it. Don't know whether I mentioned, but we were going to make the tops for the street lights, not the street lighting columns, to put these lights on the top. out of that angle iron, but we've found some. There's 2 people now contacting me with some, so we don't need to mess around doing that now. I was going to today take the cherry picker up ready and put some lights in the shed that we reclad, but I'll be honest, this afternoon I just felt like really dizzy. I don't know whether it's because I'd had my ears blocked and I was messing around yesterday with eardrops or what, but I just felt so tired and dizzy. I thought, I'm not even going to start driving anything, so I went on to lie down, put some more eardrops in, cleaned my ear out with this little camera thing I'd got off Amazon, which is dead clever, and a syringe thing, and managed to get a big chunk of wax out my ear. I won't show you because it's make you go there. But yeah, I haven't done a lot this afternoon because of that. The only thing is now, that ear has now got water in it and I can't hear anything, and that ear, everything's twice as loud, so it feels like everything's in I'm listening to like a broken radio where it's only one speaker's working. So I'll put some more drops in that in a bit, and hopefully that'll soak through and get rid of it. But I didn't think there was anything wrong with my ears, but that conference the other day, they were Specsavers were showing you doing eye tests for people, and when they did the eye test, they were like, oh, do you want us to look in your ears? Looked in my ears and found that they were blocked up with wax. And I remember years ago I had stuff blocking my ears, cleaned them out, got 2 lumps of wax out the size of a pea, and everything was dead loud. And ever since then I've never put a cotton bud in my ear, because you're not supposed to put anything other than your elbow in your ear. So I thought my ears worked perfectly fine, because sometimes when I take my AirPods out, you'll be a little bit of wax that's rolled out. So I thought they were functioning properly, but they weren't. They've completely blocked with wax. So I don't know whether messing with them has made me dizzy, or just the fact that I'm tired and still jet lagged perhaps. Rob has put this mower back together now, so that's all good. Nice new bearings, see, shining in there. So we can finally cut some more grass, which is growing really quick at the moment because it's still relatively warm. I've just noticed this, might need to change that. See the dust there? That has got a hole in it. It's probably melted with some hot ash sometime. So need to get a new sleeve on that, otherwise when it gets windy you get all the ash blowing around the yard. That's probably a job for tomorrow. This has arrived as well, talking of ash. We picked it up while I was away. It's the new incline auger for wood chip that's been made by a company in D-side, which is just the other side of the river, because obviously the other one had cracked in half, and we've welded up and bodged it, and it's still going, but it needs that putting in. Very difficult though, because it's so long. We've got to get it in that door and up inside. In hindsight, when we built this shed, we should have put like a roller shutter door on here perhaps, so we've got like forklift access, but instead inside we've got all this electric gubbins. But if that could have shifted all that way maybe, or had a return wall here with it on, then we could have got the Merlot in here, because that auger that goes in there so long. We had to put a block and tackle up in the roof, get it through the door at an angle and spin it round, and it was very difficult. Or maybe we could have perhaps had an opening here going that way, but that's where that hydraulic cylinder is. Just hindsight's a wonderful thing, but originally we could have lifted stuff in over that wall, but when we had the fire we had to put that in roofs on the top of that, so now we don't have access from that side either. But originally, there's nothing you can see in here. Probably see if I walk around. There was we used to be able to reach over that, because that was right up to the eaves, but now it's got lids on it because we did have a fire in there. It set fire to that, and then it jumped across into here and set the whole shed on fire. Whereas now, if there was a fire, it's kind of enclosed into separate compartments to make it a bit safer, but it just means boiler maintenance. It means everything to the boiler has to go in through the small pedestrian door, which isn't very handy at all. Only 3 on today's birthday bumper, and a story for each one. So Richard Rennie is 54, and he says, why don't we see Ian driving tractors more often? Probably because he drives a computer mouse better than he drives a tractor, though he does use the Merlot a little bit, and he has been loading some wagons himself. Tracy Postlethwaite, obviously her ambulance there. I've drawn a picture of it because it saved her life one day. And last but not least, Keith Mayhood, my Uncle Keith. My mum used to say, when it's Keith's birthday, that's the last time you cut the lawn for the year. So it's a good job Rob has fixed the John Deere mower, because when I get a chance, I'm going to have to flail it with that and sweep it up with the one with the collector on, because there's so much on it. You could probably bail it. But yeah, that's 3 today. Amount for the air ambulance has gone up quite a bit as well. So thank you if you made it this far. Short day for me, because I've not really been feeling it this afternoon, but maybe it is jet lag. Someone says it can take you 2 weeks to get over or something, but hope not. It could just be because my ear was funny. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.